Alright, it's day number 105 of my accountability to myself. I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this. Today was a really interesting day, but I'm not gonna talk about this because I kind of fucked up. I thought I have my law exam in 4 days, but it turned out I have it tomorrow at 8 a.m. I thought tomorrow I'm gonna have managerial accounting. That's why yesterday I spent 4 hours studying managerial accounting, alright? Not law. And today, in evening, by accident, I figured out that tomorrow I have law exam. That's why until this moment, like I've just stopped studying law. Now it's 10:35 p.m. and I need to go to sleep as soon as possible because I need to sleep at least 8 hours to recover my energy and be able to focus during the exam. And so today was such a crazy day. I spent 8 hours 25 minutes studying. It wasn't really productively because in the morning I woke up, I spent 2 hours for my internship, then I went to the gym, and when I went to the gym, I was told that I did everything wrong. Alright, I spent over the past 3 days more than 6 hours trying to figure out what should I do with leads, how do I do this. Like I actually have a Google sheet, and I need to go one by one, but it still was confusing a bit for me, and I spent at least about 6 hours, and everything is wrong. I mean, not everything is wrong, but everything is incompleted. Like I missed something. But the funny thing is that I was supposed to leave a gym, but one guy told something to me. I've seen him a lot of times. A couple of times I gave him a handshake, but we've never talked about anything. And he just started talking, and we got a conversation, and it turned out a really nice conversation because I was really surprised because it's a guy who has his own business, and we were talking about a bunch of stuff, and I was really surprised because of his mindset, and it's something really rare I haven't seen in Belgium yet, in the city where I've been studying. Like normally in university there are a lot of people, but nobody cares actually about his future, or it's like 50-50, or like a mindset. It's not a one. It's like that. Probably there are such people with who I could talk in this way, but I haven't met them yet. And this guy, he's a couple of years older than me, and he has his business, and we were talking just about everything, and it was really nice. And I would mention about a couple of things, but I don't really have time, so maybe tomorrow I'm supposed to have some time in the evening, alright? And tomorrow I will be talking about this. And so I spent more than an hour just talking with that guy. Then I came home, I had my breakfast, and I had 3 more hours trying to figure out what's wrong with my leads. Then I wrote to my mentor, and she didn't reply yet because she has another time zone. And so I started doing, I started studying managerial accounting. I have tomorrow law exam, but I thought it's managerial accounting, so I needed to study managerial accounting. And then I went to have my dinner at 7 p.m. And only at that time I realized I have my law exam. And I have not even completed mock exam to understand what is my actual knowledge. By the way, it was kind of fine. It was definitely more than 50 percentages that I need to obtain. And so after that I spent 1 hour 55 minutes studying law. And And I noticed, one of the things that I noticed, it's about efficiency. I can study way more effectively because normally I spend 2 hours, 3 hours working profoundly with chapters, just repeating them. In 2 hours, I went through all the chapters they had, through all the 6 chapters, about 40 pages. I went through all of them. Of course, it's not really effective education because uh, I go too fast and I still need to stop for a while and make sure I remember this information. But most of the information I already know. I just needed to repeat this, and only some things I didn't actually remember. And yeah, and I hope I'm gonna remember them tomorrow if needed. But if my thoughts are not disturbed just by something random that is going on in my mind, I can study without interruption and I can study faster. And those 2 hours that I could like put previously in my studies can be more effective now. So it's something that I will try to work on to become more effective. Because even talking with this guy, he said that he always spent, like the guy who I met in the gym, he said that he spends every evening, he has some time for self-development, that he spends for himself when he reads something, when he learns something. And it's amazing. I don't know, we were talking about world, how people see world, about mindset, how to find what do you actually want in this life, how to define it. And I know it's incredible. I'm so glad to meet such people because it's really rare to find a person who has really similar mindset to the mindset I strive for. It's the first thing, because I cannot even say that I have the same mindset as he's like, it's like not noticeable that he's like so, it's been so long since he's in this game having the right mindset. Because he told me when he was 16, like now he's 23, when he was 16 he was earning 3 to 4k, 3 to 4,000 euros per month. And then at 17 he started his own business. It's, I don't know, and since 17 he has his own business, and he's genius. He studies in university just not to pay taxes, because in Belgium, it turned out, I didn't know this, if you're a student and you have your business, you don't pay taxes. That's crazy. Yeah. So probably tomorrow I will mention something more about what I was talking with that guy, because I wrote down a couple of things that I actually want to think about. And yeah, if I have time, I will talk about this, but right now I just need to go to sleep as soon as possible, just because I have tomorrow exam. And the thing is that LA exam is the hardest one I have in the sprint. And it's the one that I would need to get prepared as much as possible. Of course, I was preparing a lot. Of course, I know a lot. And it must be enough to pass, but still, I really like to make sure that I know everything. Because normally when I think that I know everything, it turns out I know 75 percentages. So if I don't know everything but 80 percentages, probably I know like 60 percentages, and stuff like that. So yeah, I need to go to sleep as soon as possible, and maybe tomorrow finally I will be talking about something more. And I'm talking so silently, by the way. Why? Probably because I want to sleep. I'm so tired, by the way. That's probably one of the reasons why I cannot talk so loudly, because I'm really tired. So yeah, without it being said, see you tomorrow.